and through television. Please welcome Associate General Manager of DaAi Television Media Center, Brother Roger Yi-Chun Hsiao.
Good afternoon, dear guests, doctors, medical crew, volunteers, Tzu Chi family. Thank you all for having me here today. I will introduce the DaAi TV and the medical programs that we have. Okay, please next. The DaAi TV is founded on 1st January 1998 in Taiwan. Very likely, the first non-profit and non-governmental organization, general television station in Taiwan. Our mission, excuse me, can change? Our mission is pure and unique with the responsibility to witness, to write the history of Tzu Chi. Countless good deeds of Tzu Chi volunteers in modern world. For more than half century, justify that we are working on the right side, devoting ourselves to the world. Each news and the programs we produce is writing the history of to scoop universal role models for the future generation to learn the history through the footage as well as the text and word. Tzu Chi members devote themselves to literally to a helping hand to those in need, to pass love on with good tips to any corner in the world. These are our programs. We have the religions, spiritual, news, charity, medical, healthy, education, family, science education, life evidence, documentary. Next, please. Back. Oh. Okay. Why we do so many different programs? Because we want to make the connection with different types of audience to have an overview of the 4 missions and the 8 footprints of Tzu Chi. The medical healthy occupy the 12% of all programs catalog is very high. Why? Population healthy gains more and more attention nowadays, and what else? Next. Because the 4 missions and the 8 footprints, in my opinion, stories of charity and the medicine are definitely contagious. We believe there is love in everywhere, everyone, like the Buddha says. Let all scientific beings have the Buddha nature. Okay. Let me see a short picture.
现在是骨头都已经固定好了，那因为上面缺乏一块那个软组织去覆盖那个肌腱还有骨头，所以我们想说，如果说没有做一个皮瓣去把它覆盖起来的话，它这个肌腱过几天它就会坏死陆续会坏死。 它骨头哈也有可能会得到骨髓炎啊，或是其他的一些感染。
因为他真的躺太久了，然后非常的勇敢。OK, take this. Yes.
有一点点。
你这样一直拍，我会觉得我自己很假呢。不要这样子，我只是做我自己应该做的事情而已。
皮肤肿瘤啊，处理一些外伤。它因为它是粉碎性的骨折哈，所以比较麻烦一点，要多花一点时间，
Okay, TIMA caught my eye in 2006. It takes more time. Even now, the patient's food and the scenes of Dr. Ye treat the patients is engraved on my heart. At that time, many people needed instant medical care, and the doctors and the nurses were busy helping them. Some injured were crying and crying loudly until the learning amputations is necessary for them. I saw a leg plate in a barrel take out of the surgery room. In this case, Dr. Ye spends 4 hours to save the patient's leg without cutting her leg. So he has a long road ahead, and life would be easier for the patient. So this is why I see in TIMA, from treat patients as family to treat patients as yourself. We can see in the next video.
家那一分的爱，所以不嫌空间的简单。那个秋水城啊，是用组合式的，那个刀啊，安尼搬起来，曾经看的，他们就可以成为手术台等等。简单啊，意思在那里，去爬钉，或者是都只是很将就的，他们都可以在那里大手术小开刀，都是了，在这样的空间，真的说不是做不到的事，是。因为无心要做，行行都做不到。只要有心要做，无有做不到的代志。
Okay, it's amazing. Our medical cures save life with wisdom. In place, deserved taking place shoulder on medical equipment, which is an excellent example of compassion and wisdom in pair. The video again validated. Seeing the suffering in others recognize blessing. The more developed a country is, harder to feel happiness. Is what I say. Okay.
6 years ago, due to a vehicle accident, Mr. Zhang became paralyzed. With difficulty going to the doctors and no dentist to do house calls at the care center, his oral health suffered. Thankfully, now there are TIMA doctors helping patients just like him.
Of course, it's very helpful. Although I brush his teeth for him each day, I can't reach the more inner areas. I think it's great to have this service.
Though dental cleaning is the most basic oral treatment for dentists, it's not without danger, as the dental team cannot know the discomfort of these patients when undergoing treatment.
They lack
much of the basic reactions people might have. They might accidentally swallow tartar buildup or water, and that can lead to fever or coughing, and even water retention in the lungs, or in the most severe case, death.
之前这边有癫痫和 history。
TIMA members partner with the Taipei Tzu Chi Hospital to provide a safer medical clinic for the patients by hooking them up to machines to measure their vital signs.
Okay, I see many people don't know. They must be, they need 8 dentist cooperator to provide a secure and decent quality dental service to PBS patients. It's beautiful. Now, we now in an era information explosion. True media research is not all over the world. People have compassion, but don't know how to do with it. So media has the duty to education the people in society. Media hold the impact to trigger this goodwill and show people a way to do a good deed. It's our duty. Okay. This picture say many patients these patients are from everywhere. The TIMA is added in and transferred to the Tzu Chi hospital to treat them. So you can come before and after. So I say TIMA give the hope to the sick and help to regain their dignity. And human civilization is accumulated by generation of all. The contribution that TIMA make the remarkable as well. Every of you use your life serving the patients, which is set up the role model for everyone. The next video is to salute the role models across the world. We can prove to witness to write the history of Tzu Chi. Okay. So, 跳过一支哦。Okay, wait. So, we play this video first.
When someone needs our hands, we will climb over the steepest mountain. When someone needs our care, we will sail across the widest ocean. Follow Master's compassion, and a world full of Him will become a world of home. I will give it my all. May our wagons be like beacons of light. selfless and without regret. Every doctor is a light, shining hope and love on those in need.
Okay. Among so many medical and healthy care programs, we have another program to introduce. We received the Golden Bell Award. This is the highest honest and prize in Taiwan for the media. One is the medical pioneer in Taiwan. The other is all about the healthy. The host will speak later. And this is our other programs for medical and health care. Let me introduce how to watch the DaAi TV. It's very easy. You can use our official website, DaAi.tv. Or if you want to view, you can use the YouTube. We have 3 channels in YouTube. One is DaAi 1, DaAi 2, and the DaAi World. If you use the handphone, you can use m.daai.tv. It's easier for you use the handphone to see DaAi TV. Or the DaAiMobile.com. If you are in China, you can use WeChat, or because YouTube can be seen in China. Okay. Thank you, all the TIMA members and the volunteers. Because of you, great love illuminated the world. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brother Chun. Thank you, Brother Chun, for sharing with us DaAi Television's inspiring coverage of Tzu Chi's medical mission. And congrats on DaAi's Golden Bell Award.
And as Brother Chung had mentioned, we have a very talented doctor among us here. He is a renowned plastic surgeon and is the superintendent of Taiwan's Taichung Tzu Chi Hospital. In addition, he is also the host of the popular medical program, as mentioned earlier, called All About Health on DaAi TV, which won him the Taiwan Golden Bell Award, Jinzhongjiang, which is equivalent to the Emmy Award here. This program, as mentioned again, also reached its 5,000th episode. Please welcome Dr. Jian Sou Hsin.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. It is really happy to be here that we can see many experts and also friends from all over the world. That reminds me one Chinese old saying, that is that it is such a pleasure to have friends come afar. In Chinese, it means 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎. And it is words by Confucius. Let's make a guess, or we will picture that if Confucius still lived in this world, he might travel to United States, because he wanted his idea, his political ideas about love, about the equality to be spread here, and perhaps can meet your president, Donald Trump. and to discuss with him about that issue. And because of the tight schedule, Confucius has his ankle sprained. And one of his disciples tell him that you should do hot packing. But a lot of visitors come to visit Confucius, some from his homeland, Shandong. And when the disciple come back and he see, still swelling, why you did not do the hot packing? Confucius said, we have friends from far away, so it is difficult to do the hot packing. Why? In Chinese, 有朋自远方来，不亦乐乎？热乎。Difficult to do the hot packing. Hot packing in Chinese is 热乎, and also in Chinese, 乐乎 means happiness, means pleasure. So his disciples write down what Confucius said, and thousands of years later, and then it becomes happy, not that hot packing. That is, so let's back to the topic. The one that I'm going to talk about is M&M. The M&M, to the children, it means chocolate. It means sweet. It means happiness. But in our medical professions, we consider it as some miserable experience that we all had during our internship or residentship, because we have that kind of high voltage shock during that round. But it's ironically, when we become senior doctors, we also do the same thing to our young staff. So MMM, but I'm not going to talk about that. I want to talk to you about the multimedia and medicine. We all know that multimedia plays a very important role nowadays. And multimedia means a content that use multiple forms of something like text, something like audio, video, or animation together. They will give us a strong impression about some stories. So we all know that movie industry plays a great leading role in that field. So I will ask you to listen and also see a play. You can see someone was hanging over there, not the audience. I think some of you might know that come from. If not, next one. So if you know this movie, it means you are aged. You are quite senior because it's a 1966 film. Next. Is Clint Eastwood plays the good and Lee Van Cleef plays the bad. And so it's 1966. It means almost it's 50 years back. So you know this picture, you know this movie, that means you, you have some age, right? But if you know the next one, it means you are young.
I do not stand by in the presence of evil.
She is threatening the natural order of things.
Tonight is not a game, it is a hunt. I need you to destroy a girl called Alita.
You made the biggest mistake of your life.
And what's that?
Underestimating who I am.
Any one of you have seen this film? Yeah, only one. Oh, you need to see this. It will bring you back your youth, your energy. It's quite good. It's a picture called the Fighting Angel, Alita. It's a film produced by James Cameron, the one that produced Avanta. And so it is a very good film. But you wonder, 下一张, next. This is the, in the film, you can see this is the actress. But you can see, you can picture a lady look like this. The real one is by Salazar, Rosa Salazar. So how can that be transformed into Alita in that film? Because they have put her on so many sensors all over her body, especially the face. So the computer can catch all the fine movement, all the expressions, and then transform his shape, the shape of her face into much slender, and the eye become bigger. So you can see how the industry, the movie industry, using the multimedia and the AI technique to change a lot in the way they present. So you can see that the world is changing. But how about our medical world? No change at all. This is the informed consent. The only difference is that the volume become larger and larger, bigger and bigger. But still, the patient cannot understand. They understand the Alita, they understand the good, the bad, the ugly, but they don't understand the text, but they have to sign it. So that is the thing that we have to think about. We have to keep up with our world, which also need, we have to do some reflections also. And you can see that animations or multimedia plays also a major role in the teaching. That is ages, something like 20 years back, using models to teach the students. And nowadays, using the animation. So silent mentor is good. But if you want to do some surgery immediately, you can consult that computer and then know which incision you made. You will meet what kind of structures inside it. So we change a lot also in the teaching, but no, not in the doctor-patient interactions. That is not changed at all. And so that will bring something that is quite, I think, we don't want to see that. That is called black pill, 黑药丸. That is the night market. They sell this kind of black pill, which has the content of steroid, but not in the amount that is controlled. So they may chat with each other and roll the pill and adding some medicine, some steroid inside. So before I worked in Dalian Tzu Chi Hospital, which is the southern part of Taiwan, and some of the patients, we have to ask them if they have had having that black pill. Because if they were under anesthesia, they could become hypotension. And it's difficult to resuscitate if you don't know that they are in short of the steroid. And that is the current condition, I think not only in Taiwan, but also in many parts of the world, that the discrepancy of the medical literacy or something that we have to do to improve the patient's knowledge about health, about illness. So I personally, I have, as the previous instructor have told you, that I have hosted a TV program. This is called about DaAi TV, all about health. We try to pass the correct medical information and provide health education. And you can see that this is our title. We not only using that photos, but also we use animations. So people can understand the structure of the kidney, nephron, the passage of the urine, and the pathophysiology of why the urinary tract infection could take place if we don't have the adequate fluid, etc. And not only that, this is the pathway of the vision. So they can understand why we want to replace the lens because of the cataract or retina problems. They can understand it, and it is better than words. You need thousands or perhaps thousands, even thousands of words cannot explain what you want to say. But with the animation, with the video, they can easily understand that. So that is the things we usually use to teach, to interact with our audience. And not only that, we also add some elements which involve art and history. For instance, this is a 17th century princess from Spain, Margarita Teresa. This is her picture painting by Velázquez, a famous Spanish painter, at the age of 2. And this is the age of 4 by the same painter. And this is the age of 5. You may wonder, why a princess needs so many paintings? Because these paintings, not just because it's the royal family of the Spain, but also, mainly, because this picture, these paintings, were about to send to the imperial court of Vienna. There's an engagement between two families, between two strong powers, Holy Empire and the Spain. They want to have this marriage. So before she know anything, she's married to the cousin in Vienna. So this is the painting of her 5. At the age of 10, she was engaged with the prince in Vienna. And you can see that the evidence is that if we can look at the symbols she wear, that is an eagle, double-head eagle. That means Habsburg Empire in Vienna. So painting can tell us a lot of things. And this is her age 15. She married to Vienna. And you think a little bit strange, because marriage is a happy thing. Why she wear black dress? Because that year her father died. So mourns about her father's death, but also went abroad to marry to her cousin in Vienna. And she died at the age of 21. 21. So lovely, so healthy. How could that happen? Because of the birth-related injuries and also the weakness caused by the multiple pregnancies. During the 6 years of marriage, she had delivered 4 births and also 2 miscarriages. And over that 4 births, only 1 lived to adulthood. So you can see that 17th century is only 400 years back. But the medical care, the condition of the medical care is quite different from we can consider. So we're using this kind of material to let our audience know that we should cherish what we have now. And you can also, difficult to understand what kind of instrument is used for. The upper one, perhaps you can see that is a clamp to help to deliver those difficult labor. And the lower one, there's a clamp to crush the fetus head because of the the difficult in labor. So you want the mother and the child both dead, or you have to sacrifice one, and the one at that time is the children. And that instrument is also difficult to sing. It's called a decapitated, something decapitated, because it can insert it in and then cut the throat, cut the neck of the baby, and then crush it. So you cannot imagine from our standpoint of view that how could that happen? But this is history. That is something we should remember. Then we can cherish what we own, what we have now. So I add something like this, and also some paintings to let the audience know something perhaps they also interested in, because medical data, they were very boring. Most of them quite boring. So we ask something inside it. So not only on the conventional way we video that program, but also in the virtual studio. There's nothing there. Only green walls or blue walls around you. You can know what are you pointing at, what the subject that you are going to talk about. But we can do something because it's quite interesting. This is a painting by Francis Bacon, an English painter. I think it's very good for how to ask people to be a vegetarian. And we want to add something interesting in this by merging myself. You can walk out from the painting. It's quite interesting. And then you can experience that. And also that were all in that blue or green virtual studio. And this is a painting by Swiss painter Ferdinand Hollander. It means Tide of Life. The title of the painting is Tide of Life. Oh, very exhausted. So you can see all the expression of that persons sitting on the bench. I myself is also exhausted. So I try to join them. Being a superintendent in Taiwan is quite not that interesting thing. So by adding this, you can add the very dull, very not interesting things to those the audience might be interested in. So very, I think is a way also to link between these two kinds of material. This is also a very famous painting by Galibot, a French impressionist. You can see the Paris at that time. And it's a rainy day. And also with the help of the DaAi television, they asked me to have the umbrella to walk out. But I think it's too much complicated. So you can see the rain inside that. So we can add something. We can put the things might attract the audience attention, and then add some medical knowledge. All the things we had to teach, let them know. Otherwise, they will still keep on eating the black pill. They will not go to the hospital. When they go to the hospital, they will be very critical condition. That is the thing that we don't want to see. Although in Taiwan, our health insurance, the coverage, I think, is very good. Almost 98% of the people were covered by the medical insurance, national medical insurance. And they don't have to pay, even pay too much. only a little bit, even big operations, even outpatient. But still, I think we have to let them know that the health we should also take part in. And not only the art, but also you can see the skeleton. We can move that in each kind, in the direction you want it, and then tell the patient, tell the audience about the structure, how to keep your posture in correct position, and if have low back pain, what kind of exercise that we should do. But you can see that there's nothing before me. But after the DaAi Television Virtual Studio, they can bring this very vividly and let a lot of people understand it. So I think that is wonderful. So we still keep on doing this. And as they have, we have just mentioned about the medical education for the ordinary people, but also for the medical students. We can ask them to join, to come to see how we video the program, and also ask them their feelings about the painting before I explain. And then they can have, but mostly not to tell them how to do the program, but to tell them that how to communicate. The way we communicate with our patient or our patient's family is not that interactive. So we should try something to let them know, and that is also very good for the teaching. And very surprisingly, the program, although I have, up to now, they videoed for more than 5,000 now, but today, March 29 is on the YouTube, you can see that, is the 4,947 episode today. All the materials is from me. I have no research teams or a lot of colleagues, they can help me, all by me. The reason why I want to do that, I will tell you later. But I want to say first that I do it on a voluntary base. DaAi Television they said that I refuse. They give me the payment. No, they never give me the payment. They consider me as a volunteer for DaAi Television. And I also consider myself as a volunteer for DaAi Television, because we have interact with those patients. We know that we have to do something. And very happily that, perhaps you don't know that, perhaps you already know that I'm a plastic surgeon. This is not me, but a plastic surgeon can do this kind of thing. We can change the body. And the reason why he wants to change his finger, the length of the finger. So you can see that they're quite brilliant. We are doctors, our medical professions seems quite IQ have some problems, but you can see the way they try to make the people understand their products and understand the benefit. But we just let them do the surgery and told nothing at all. And if any complication should occur, then we just treat the complications. But if we can let them know the risk and all the things, not only in written language, but also in the kind language that we can interact with them, the vision, the eye contact, that is different, and also the animations also. So in the about 5 years back, I've been awarded as the best host of theater. That's like the Emmy Award here in the States. So you may also wonder that perhaps that kind of category is only competed by something not that special. I will tell you that these are the same category competitors. They are beautiful. They are young. Why they choose an old one and also not that good looking one? The reason is clear that health knowledge is very, very important. And if we can join the education and recreation together, entertainment and education, we call it edutainment, then it can influence a lot of people. So we try to do that, and for a very long period of time, and all they understand that they award me with that kind of award. I think it is really an honor to me, because I never saw that that kind of program could happen, this kind of ending. You talk by yourself and point it at the paintings or the X-rays, but I think it's quite good. And the reason why I want to do that actually is related with some cases. This is a lady with, she had her chemotherapy. After a session of chemotherapy, when her energy come back to a better point, she visit the patient, the cancer patient in our ward. This is, she hold her IV stand and ask some of her friends, also cancer patient, to play the music for the other patient. So he inspired the mood to encourage the other people also can face their difficulties in their life. So she bring the sunshine to the cancer ward. This is a picture of the breast cancer when she came to our hospital. As you can see, that it's a late stage, and not only from the breast, you can see the multiple metastases over both lung field. So what we can do, we only do the radiation and also some chemotherapy to try to let the patient feels better, because of the wound. It could be bleeding and quite painful. So after that, she feels a little bit better. You can see that. And, but still, that metastasis cannot be controlled. Even though under this kind of condition, this is a Lantern Festival in Taiwan, New Year, end of our New Year, and she and also some cancer patient joined together to sing the song to gratitude for our medical personnel who had helped them so much. Although she was in sickness, in very sick condition, she still wants to let the medical personnel, the doctors, the nurse, our volunteers know that they love us, they respect us, they understand what we have done to them, so many things. So you can see that a lot of her friends gathered together. And this is her final days, when our nursing staff visit her again. So she have very good relationship with all our nurses. She still can recall the name of our nurse. And our nurse told her that what kind of procedures or what kind of postures could help her to ease the difficulties. This is her last X-ray. And this is the funeral ceremony. She is only 41 years of age. Although she is a brave, excellent patient, But this kind of story should not happen. We should let the ladies know that we have a lot of instruments which can help us to early detection of the breast cancer. Not let the cancer become so big, so ulcerated and so painful, then come to the hospital. The reason why she won't come in the earlier phase, because there's a misbelief in Taiwan that if we would do the surgery, then the cancer cell can spread out. I think that is also some misbelief also in other parts of the world. But can we do something? We just sorrow for that? No, we have to stand up. We have to do something. And that is the reason, the main reason that I want to do that TV program. I don't want that kind of thing happen and happen again and again, and we just sit there, do nothing, and only do the research on that. That research is important, right? But other things we also can do. We try to go out, not only through the TV program. We can also go out to the community, to other places, to the school, to any place that we can let them know the case and let them know how to treat them properly. So in Tzu Chi, it is quite different kind of care. You can see this young man, when he speak about his parent, there's a tear in his eye, because he remember how his parents difficultly and very sadly try to help him. Why? The case we know because we have volunteers in our community. They told us that there is a case, very young, and there's a big problem in his foot, in both feet. They have ulcerations, they have chronic wound, infections around the wound. So we go there to see the patient. And we see the wound, but I think the wound is not a problem to us at all. I, myself, as a plastic surgeon, I know that the wound, we can treat that and can be healed in less than 3 weeks. But if you see the young man, age of 32, lie on the bed for 12 years, the only thing he can look at is the ceiling. And for 20 continuous days, 20 years, how miserable is that? So you can see the face of that young man. I think we cannot complain. He is still want to cooperate with us. I think it's very gratitude. But after I came back from our visit, then next slide, please. Then I consult our rehabilitation doctors. The wound that we treated only takes about several days. It will become something like that. But the thing that I really feel sorrow about is the mother. You can see her mother, the face, there's no happiness. There's no smile at all because of the labor. Every day she had to take care of her son. The body weight is increasing because no exercise. She had to lift her up, but lately, because of the back pain, she cannot help he to change the position into sitting position. And also, the other thing is that that is the meetings we ask our rehab doctors to do. Next slide. And then we admitted the patient. You can see such difficulty, even just want to change the position from lying to sitting. The reason of her high cervical cord injury is due to a fall, accident, because he wants to earn some money for his family. not a car, motorcycle accident, no. He will do the paintings or something from high, and then lie down there for 12 years. And your first step we have to do is try to let him to sit up, and that he will have to adapt it for some period of time because it's not difficult, not that easy. Dizziness and some motion problems, so have to train. You can see our rehab doctor make the demonstration for the care provider how to move the patient. So otherwise by injury to the back. And you can see that only about 1 or 2 weeks training, he can use the wheelchair. Although the muscle power of his upper limb is only about 2 or 3, only the fingers and the wrist can move a little bit, but still can be trained. And with the help of the electric wheelchair, next slide please. You can see the motion. You can see he can move around quite easily. So that is the time he was discharged and came back to the hospital for the rehabilitation. And we should look carefully upon the expression and upon the effort. He just wants to turn his position. And we have our healthy parts. We have enjoy our healthy life. But do we appreciate it? So if we can learn something from this young man, I think his effort was a lot of attention also, not only from us, but also from other people. So our physicians, our rehab doctor visit his home and also find that it's very difficult because there's stairs. So there's a slope that we made to build, customized for that patient. And also this kind of device to change the position from lying to sitting without that kind of, because the parents is aged, so they can save their strength, and then putting he in safe position of the wheelchair, and then he can move around. So after 12 years of lying on the bed and do nothing at all, he nowadays can go anywhere he like. And you think that a wheelchair is donated by Tzu Chi Foundation, and that kind of device that move the patient is easy for the Tzu Chi Foundation or from a hospital. We can give him this kind of device. Instead, next slide, we know that he wants to earn his life by doing some business. He sells the dry fruit. So during that period of time, each of our staff eats a lot of dry fruit because we buy it not in the lower price, but in the higher price, but also in a larger amount. So TID 3 times a day, you have enjoyed that dry fruit. But if you can look the patient's difference, I think it's worthy. It means a lot, not only to him, to his family, but also to us, our medical profession. If we can close encounters, have the chance with the close encounters with our patient, not that encounter with X-ray, with data, with only paper. They are a living person. They have their parents just like ourselves. They love their parents. Their parents love them just like us. So, compassion, wisdom, or professionalism, this can all together bind together in Tzu Chi. I think not only in Tzu Chi, but worldwide, the medical care should have that kind of attitude. And you can see that nowadays, he's learning how to draw the painting. Not only sell the dry food, next time he will sell you the painting. That is more efficient in making money. Because this kind of story, they can inspire a lot of person. And also, let him know that he can manage, not with the donation or with the compassion or with the tear of other people. He can stand up, although he cannot. But his life can continue in the pride that he should have. And you can see that that is the short footage that I appreciate a lot of. That is during the evening. He and his parents go out to have a walk. He can accompany his parents. If they don't have the chance to meet Tzu Chi, I think the life will not change. Even in the medical care condition in Taiwan is great, but the patient is in the dark side of the society. He cannot be found unless a lot of people, like our volunteers, they go out and give us the chance to see him. Then the life can be changed. So we have the chance to meet with each other again. If any one of you have the idea of hosting the TV program, I will be very much happy to shift our positions. Let you to host that TV program, but it's only a joke. I only ask every one of us, we have the chance to receive a lot from our society. Can we at least stand on the feet of the patient and consider in their position? Thank you.
Thank you very much, Dr. Chien. And of course, a little gift for you as well. After such an inspiring and funny talk, and what amazing graphics, I'm sure more than half of you here will be changing your fields to animation and design and acting after we leave tonight. And Dr. Chien, we will also be rooting for you to win your first Oscar.
Next up, we have Brother Steven Voon, Chief Operating Officer of Tzu Chi Medical Foundation, to outline the See to Succeed program, a school-based vision project. Please welcome Steven Voon.
Good afternoon. And I'm sure when you come in to this campus, first thing you see is our mobile, right? You like the color of the mobiles? Yes. You like to own one? Make a wish. See? Then your chapter will have one. So, how many mobiles do you think we have in our fleet right now? Anyone can guess? How many? 5? 6? We have 9 as today. And by end of this year, will be 10. We have 10 by end of this year. Why Tzu Chi use mobile? Because we want to reach out to the people that cannot be reached. We bring our medical service over there. We have medical mobile, we have dental mobile, and we have vision mobile. And the latest one is all the mobile, the last 3 years are all visions. Why we choose visions? Because vision is one of the services that been neglected. There been not a lot of people do it. And we, as a Tzu Chi, decided to do it and take the lead of it. And like you see, See to Succeed is a program that we have in the school. We go to school twice to 3 times a year, a week. Every week we go out to serve the children, because the children was once the most biggest asset we have. Don't you agree? How many of you guys didn't know that you have eye problem when you're young? Raise your hand and see. See? You know, when I speak, you understand. Because when you're young, you're not sure. Looking at blurry is okay. You might think it's fine. See? So we decided to do this See to Succeed is through a program with a group of community partner in Fresno. And by them partner with us, we create a partnership, a program that belongs to the city of Fresno and the county. And this is the few core group in the committee. Besides Tzu Chi, we help committee which is like Calviva, we have school district, county school district, and a hospital like Kaiser Children's Hospital, and some other non-profit organization to be part of this program. Why we want to partner with so many people? Because Tzu Chi cannot do it by yourself. We need partners to help each other to make it successful. So let's see a quick video.
It was harder to see. I would have to put my face to the book.
Were you able to see the board in class?
No.
What could you see?
Blurry.
It was really hard to see and write and read, and I didn't know a way to figure out how to read.
Those children, they cannot tell, they cannot see.
Tzu Chi, they are the most organized, the kindest people I've ever worked with. They are just so kind to every person they meet, no matter what their income level or whether or not they can actually communicate with each other. Because sometimes they come in and these families can't speak English.
Getting a full eye exam and buying glasses is very expensive. It's really a huge benefit for that family. That can really change the life of the child.
Families could use their insurance to get glasses, but when there's a location issue or a transportation issue, we just know that it's the right thing to do, and so we don't charge these families.
It's really wonderful that we were able to go to these communities and go to the elementary schools. So within an hour or an hour and a half, the child has had an eye exam, gets their glasses, and then can go back to school.
Until they have glasses put on their face, they can smile, they can see clear. With that face, you can tell that we do the right thing.
So this group, when we approached as a group in 2014, we do a test pilot. Then after that, since now, is considered one of successful program in Fresno, and different county really start approaching us to continue serving neighbor county for these children. And we, like I said, we commit to leverage local resource in order to provide health screening and diagnosis for the and treatment for all children, to increase their level of literacy at the early age. When we test pilot that time, during 2014, every 1 children in 4 need further eye exam, 25%. 81% of them will need glasses out of 1 of the 4 need glasses. And 72% of them are Hispanic. And you must say, well, their children is covered by Medicare or government will pay for it. It's true. But the parents have to choose. Do I take a day off to take my kid or go to work? And also, they have to take 2 days of work off to get this done. For them, when we go to the school, the parent only take about 45 minutes to an hour. One period, we get in and out with a pair of glasses, everything get done. That gives the parents some ease and comfort that they do not ask for half a day. They ask for a couple hours to bring the children to us and get it done and go back to work. That's the difference. And most of the time we get the information is Medicare only have choice of glasses, 2 to 3 kind that the children do not like. The children like those model or the frame, they cost them 100 to 200 a pair. In our mobile, we have 60 pair of glasses for them to choose. That's the difference. So the impact, the needs and the impact on this population is 30% of the children are live in the poverty line. And 78% of them serve. So far we serve majority 78% of them out of those 38%. And the school that we go range between 18 to 49% have English language learner. That means most of them can be first-time or migrant student. And a study also study in California, 95% of the first grade start school that need glasses but never get glasses. Okay? So that's important. If you don't have a proper eye vision, how you can learn the A, B, C right at the beginning? So Tzu Chi come in and help that part. So far we work with 15 school districts on that. Out of 50, we have 30 school districts in this Fresno County. Out of these 15 schools, we recover 70% of the school in the county. Those are the county, 15 schools. It's pretty large, big school, all the territory.
So this program behind me is absolutely crucial because this program provides our students and their families with convenient, free access to eye care. See to Succeed is a program designed to focus on our kids who don't pass their vision screening. So once we receive their screening results, those students are given appointments at these mobile units like the one behind me to get a full eye exam from an optometrist. And what's better than that is if the eye exam shows that they need glasses, they get free glasses immediately upon meeting with the doctor.
We see a lot of children that really need glasses that parents don't even know or notice. And also the happiness each children after visit the doctors and get a pair of glasses, we in a half-hour time back to the classes with a happy smile. I think those are priceless for us and for all the community partners.
See to Succeed is not just helping students see. It helps them do better in school, and I also believe that it helps them engage better in arts activities and athletics. It makes a difference. If you can see your friends at the other end of the schoolyard, it makes a difference if you can see what's going on in an activity and in a sport.
Every child in Fresno County should be able to see their teacher in front of the classroom and be able to read the print that's in front of them. Today is one of those partnerships that makes it grow so that every child can be successful.
It's really about community partnerships such as these where people have a vision to just make sure every child has everything that they need in order to maximize their success. That makes all the difference in the world.
So That's why one of the reasons the last 3 years, Tzu Chi invests a lot of Vision Mobile in California. And, then this branding of Seed to Success continue to expand. And last year, we screened with the partners, with our school teachers and nurses and ourselves, we screened 16,000 students. And we, over the years, we see treated exam 1,000 something students that need classes, because we're still learning the process and still get the school be efficient setting appointment with us. Because the school have to set the appointment for us to come in, so that everyone has to work together as a team. So every time we come to the school will need to set at least 25 patients for us. Then we come. So sometimes the school, because the manpower not enough, they can lag off. When they have not meet their 25%, then we can start say, well, I'm not going to come back next year, because you need to get 25 patients, because that way we can continue efficiently treat all the students instead of waste the time slot that we prepare to come for each day, see. So like I say, this is the one that you see outside. Tonight you will see, you have a chance to visit that. And that's how it looks like. It doesn't look bad, right? Because Master always tell us, when you give something to people, make sure you like it. And we want to give them a dignity, even though it's free for them. They should receive exact high quality as like we go out and pay for it. In fact, a lot of our optometrists come and volunteer. They say, you guys look better than my office equipment. You see, which is quite true. We bought all this equipment on top in the line. Very, very good equipment. And those are aging machines that we make. We can make our record to make one pair of glasses less than 8 minutes per pair. So each day, we can, in 5 hours or so, we can crank 50, 60 glasses. And myself paying with my own money, I had to wait for 2 weeks. Something wrong here, right? The difference, because in this mobile, we carry 20,000 lenses at any time. Because we go 3 times a week, we need that inventory to make sure no kid will be saying, I'll come back next week with your glasses. The reason also, Master wants us, when they come to us, we need to solve their problem right away. I remember when I first designed the first Vision Mobile, Master asked me, how long do the patient have to wait? I said, 1 week, which is very good for 1 week. And she told me, it's not acceptable. She said, now I was stunned. I said, what do you mean it's free? 1 week, it's good. No, have to be right now. So that the first mobile we designed is from LA, is here too. And now we put a lab in there to make sure we comply with what Master wants to give instant, which is true. The kid, every time they wear the glasses and go back to the classroom, they feel so proud. They show off with the kid friends. I have a new pair of glasses. It's create the enjoyment. And in this project, we also found a lot of story that the parent didn't even know their kid have problem with eye. We not only give the glasses, so far over the years, we have 1 kid have to go for surgery. And we have partner to do the free service to take care of surgery, alignment back the eye. So we have all this network. building in the city to make sure there's always a follow-up care. And we come back every 2 years to this school to finish so that they can continue care. So there's a like in the triage auto-reflector. In this mobile have two rooms that you can see with 2 optometrists working, so we can see at least minimum of 50 patients per day. See? And you see how thick the glasses are. You'll be surprised. All the children, sometimes they're really, really thick. In our mobile, we carry up to positive and negative 6 sphere and cylinder. You know how many combinations they have in there, and as deep as 10 lenses per category. So one of the reasons we also do this is the cost. The children never get the glasses because of the cost. The parents say, too expensive, like I mentioned to you. Even they have insurance, they only give option that really, really look cheap glasses. The children say, I don't want to wear. And the children say, I want the Ray-Ban. But the parents say, no, too expensive, $200-300. That's what mostly cost that way. So that's the reason, one of the reasons children do not get glasses. Lack of health insurance, and also identifying the vision problem. The parent never treated like dental. You know, all you guys are parents. Every 6 months, you will bring to your kid to the dentist to have dental clean, dental checkup. Why? Because the dentist make a good promotion and educate everyone to do that. We need to start the optometrist to do the same thing. Every year or every 2 years, you need to bring your kid to check up, because make it as a part of our daily life. That's one of the main reasons that people never put vision as important in their list compared to dental. See? Then most of them also worry the glasses will be damaged or lost. And also worry if I buy my kid with this $100 a pair of glasses and they never wear it. Then also time, like I mentioned, time away from family and work. Because sometimes single parent or parents, wife at home that still have baby, they have no time to adjusting the time to make appointment to see doctors. And one of the main reasons the kid don't want to wear glasses, because it's not cool. So those, and also some parents think it's not important. You will be surprised. Some parents do insist their children have no problem with the eye. And we have record, and our dentists, our optometrists tell the parents, your child needs glasses. And the parent walk out and say, no, my kid do not need glasses. So think of it, the world have all kind of people. So sometimes the picture is here. We go out to school, have a pre-screen, help the pre-screen school. We entertain them with the children, with the TV cartoon outside on the mobile, keep them in line. See? So that, you know, when you work with children, they cannot get all happily, quietly sit down. We have TV, put a cartoon, channel 18. That's it. Yeah, all the free cartoon there, see? See, never miss anybody. And then Clifford can come and get the service, you see? So every children we diagnose, like say, auto-reflect, everything. Then we go, doctor will check them. See how thick is it? 6.0 on sphere. See? And this kid, for this kid is, she before we come and meet this girl, we found out this girl from a school teacher, wrote a letter to us. She used to get D and F in the class, and behind, couple grade from her actual grade. After we come in, her school teacher wrote to us and said, she improved 2 grades higher. Then she get straight A student now. For us, we said, wow, I only give you a pair of glasses. But now, these students are A students. But for us, just a pair costs us $25 to make one for the children. But we changed their life. Continuous straight A student. Will be our future of productive citizen because of that pair of glasses. Only $25, right? So like now, were you able to donate $25 for me to give one pair of glasses to children? Yes, right? Okay. So everyone can contribute because a pair of glasses only costs us to make is $25. You can change a person's life. So you don't have to be rich. You don't have to be a lot of money. Give it to them to change their life. We give them the basic things they need to change their life. Okay. Let's listen to what she said.
Help me get my grades way better.
Her mom is very happy. Her mom will be very happy to see the grades went up, right?
We just recently had a parent-teacher conference on Monday, and in the beginning of the year, we had one, and they said her grades were dropping, and she couldn't see. She moved into the front of the class. She still couldn't see. And being that we have county Medicaid, sometimes finding a good doctor or eye doctor or something is hard. You have to wait for the payments and things like that. So when we got in touch with the mobile, it was a blessing, like a true blessing. We were able to go out to the school. Within like an hour, she had glasses and she was able to see. She had the cell phone, so she always keeps it real close to her face or really close to the television because she couldn't see. And she always complained, was quick and like, oh, Mom, I can't find this or I can't see this. After the glasses, like it totally did a 360. She was able to see, understand her schoolwork. So we had the conference on Monday. Her grades, some of her grades went from like F's to C's and C's to A's.
So is it single parent mom have to work? We help her. That means you guys help her because it's your donation. We just make it work. That's all. So, but in Tzu Chi, medical and charity never work apart. We're doing charity work together in medical field. So Master say, medical and charity are always a twin. They all walk side by side. When you guys are Tzu Chi people, you understand what I say, right? So even though we go out, we still observe who need help on the charity side. We never thought that I just do medical and forgot about other things. We still do have the charity mission. So in the family, we go look for families. And sometimes we see some children, they do need more than just a pair of glasses. See, like this family. We never, first one by one coming, we look different, then suddenly realize that all these are same last name. See? They all same last name. They say, okay. Then one kid suddenly say, my father left me. See? So they're very angry. I say. So, okay. So we find out from the social worker school, understand what's the family, this background. Then we realize that they have 9 brothers and sisters. The youngest one is 1 year old. And the mom don't speak English. And the dad just left them with the sister-in-law. So think of the stress the mom have and the child that some of the older, the face, they are not happy at all. See? So we have our team, our charity team go along, visit. So we say beyond the vision care. Not only do vision, we do more than that. We go visit. This is the house. $700 a month. 2-bedroom. Okay? The trailer, actually, trailer is one of the things. My first enter in Tzu Chi world is my first visit to a trailer home when I worked my first medical mission. That's all until that's 17 years ago. So I'm very familiar with this kind of environment. See. So we went and visit. First visit, we look at the surrounding. You look at it, the baby 1 year old. Next to it is a bag. It's not trash. It's a bag of clean clothing because they don't have any closet or shelf to put in. When I say, why so many bags? It's that clothing. After laundry, they just put a plastic bag. That's all. Then we have our sister Suzette, which is one of the group leader here. Also our medical team leader and also our charity team leader. We wear a lot of medical. In Tzu Chi, we like to wear a lot of hats. Have multiple tasks. So we visit, after evaluate family, we get some financial aid for them, help them to pay some bills. Then I have my daughter clean up their closet, get some toys to make them happy, bring some toys to them. Then bring some school bag that Tzu Chi have, blanket, everything. And then we found out something with the teeth, something wrong with the teeth. You know what? One benefit of Tzu Chi, you know what? In our medical mission, we have dental, medical, vision, and acupuncture. All one in one house. That nobody can claim that. So we say, okay, no problem. We have TIMA. Our TIMA member can take care of it, right? So we third visit. Then we say, the mom is a sole breadwinner, which is she don't work, but she's the only one. If something happened to this mom, all these 9 kids have to go on a foster home. So we invited our Dr. Travers to say, let's take care of the mom first. Make sure no hypertension, no any pain, that if have, we take some, give medicine. The reason I say that because we have one case, we do farmland. After see that family and the husband was supposed to come and see our, to our medical outreach, because she had to work, only the mom and the wife come. 2 months later, the husband passed away because of a stroke. So we once said, okay, we need to make sure avoid this thing. If we have need hypertension medication, we give hypertension medication for them. So first, then we bring some toothbrush. We realize that they don't brush teeth because they don't have toothbrush. So we could bring, but they like to drink soda. We tell them, you do not drink soda. A lot of soda. But this is part of the culture that they like to drink a lot of Coca-Cola. Okay? So no soda, see? And some of our volunteers bring a lot of nutrition food for them. Then we check on the mom, make sure everything, blood pressure, glucose, sugar, everything be fine. Then we make appointment for the dentist for 9 kids. So we bring into our office, do outreach, and take care of it, all the teeth that we need to take care. See, to keep them calm, pull. Some of the teeth is so bad you have to pull. See. Then we follow up 4th visit. How many organizations will do so many visits, right? But Tzu Chi, we do that, see? And we bring the pediatric now to the house. And also, we bring a cleaning crew. Who's the cleaning crew? Tzu Chi member. So look at it. Some of them cleaning at the back. We start to help the doctor understand the pediatric side. So we make sure the immunization card is updated, all those things, and some of them was missed for 4 years. Never have immunization. Okay. So our Dr. Gracie will start doing the exam one by one. From the youngest one, let's see. Then he say, line up in line. Now our team start cleaning. The best ever in the world is our Tzu Chi member, the cleaning crew. See, all the pots and pans, the scrap. Now it look beautiful like new. See, so our volunteer, I always say, we are good in, if we run our job, we always can be a mover or cleaner. We're good in moving and cleaning. Okay? We will never run our job for us. And we say clean. In this shop, we have to take out and wash with soap, everything, bleach, because there's a mice drop in there. So that means that the food all laying around. So we have to clean it up so that they don't get food poison. The heater, just now the brother brought in, is supposed to be black. Now it's like new, see. So the next immunization, then we bring to our Dr. Gracie's own practice to give immunization for them for free. And we also have partners that use their shuttle, taxi shuttle to shuttle this family to see our doctors in their own private practice. See.
Yo me llamo Nazaria y yo llegaste aquí en 2004. Mi esposo se fue y dejó solo por mí. Y ahorita no sé qué va a hacer. Y no tiene nada. Quiero mucho niño conmigo. Y ahora, no sé qué va a hacer ahora. Yo tiene miedo. No se puede hacer. Ni reste, ni trabajo, ni nada. No tiene nada.
Wasn't expecting, trailer homes, and what I saw is poverty, and it's we don't expect it to be in Fresno, in the Fresno area. Poverty like this, where children aren't well taken care of, and the home, there's no blankets, there's no heating, there's no air conditioning. It's just amazing. It's health-wise, it's a bad situation. The poverty level, and knowing that here in Fresno we have water and heat and all that for other homes that we don't have it here, and then the children, they're so little at this age, they can get all kinds of infections, and the house was dirty. There's problems with insects, bugs, cockroaches, even rats, especially in the fields out here. There's lots of rats that can get into the home, and all that can cause infections. Tzu Chi Clinic can take 3 or 4 children to my office at a time. We can do their physicals, complete physicals, check urine, blood, make sure they're not anemic, because it doesn't seem like their diets are appropriate either. Are they eating fruits and vegetables and all the protein that they need for their iron? So in my clinic, we could do all that. We can check their heights, their weights, and the older ones are eye tests, hearing tests, make sure that they can see and hear, and give the immunizations and catch them up to date. I can do that in my clinic. It's no problem. It's just a matter of transportation, and that's what some of these families don't have, is the transportation and the knowledge that we're there for them. So.
Oh, and I'm training for
But like my junior year, I wanna like become like the fastest there. Like in Flash.
That's not a good thing, right?
Can you help me to do this? That would be cool.
Oh, I haven't done it.
Tzu Chi clinic coming out and showing them that people care for them. Because some of these people get to the point where they're depressed, nobody cares about them, they're not getting help, they can only do so much. And Tzu Chi clinic, I think, is showing them respect and kindness and telling them we care. And I think that's going to make a difference for these people, the mom and the older kids, that there are people here in the world that care.
So this family, we still continue taking care because the child, the oldest son is always kind, you can see, still a bit depressed, and we want to give a positive word to them. So that's what Tzu Chi is. Not only medical, not only just do charity, we do everything. We do everything for everybody that need help. Because of this, and the count in Fresno, because this program, Seed to Success, is 100% support by community in funding, 100%. And because of we have this program with children, we just get another grant that to buy a brand new dental mobile that we're going to have it this end of this year. Will be our fourth mobile in our Fresno. A brand new mobile that donated by Kaiser Permanente. And this program, we're going to extend it to the senior. Because senior, another group of people that we miss, a niche that a lot of people forget about them. Because a lot of people care about homeless, but they forgot about the senior. So we have another program for vision and dental for senior. Because of this program, we introduced to convention, we introduced to our TIMA member, and one TIMA member decided, I like it. So now we can give opportunity for us to be franchising our Seed to Succeed. From East Coast to the West Coast. We have a team in East Coast, New York, great region. And they decided to say, I want to do that too for my children in New York. So they're very, very eager. And since last year in the convention in USA TIMA convention in Fresno, they're very motivated. Next day, Monday, I mean, that's how motivated they are. Next day, Sunday, finish the convention. Monday, my phone really get add on the line group. Say, you are part of their group discussion. They are very aggressive. They are very aggressive. Positive thinking. Exactly 12 months later, after this, you'll be ribbon cutting of this brand new 2 mobile sitting out in the lot for waiting for them to bring home. 2 mobile. This is the determination of this group of want to serve the people and the children in New York. I'm very happy that I can help them, and they are very eager to drive back on the 31st after the event because they want to do a grand opening in New York right away. You see? So, which is good. which is good. That also motivate another group, Las Vegas. They are also coming up, the next star. They are very eager now. They want to follow the footsteps of New York. See? So we hope. Who's the next one? Anybody? Come on, TIMA. Boston, Chicago, Houston. You can do it. Or any country out of Asian country, I can help you to design. Is it Brazil? Good. We'll do it. All you have to do is make a wish. Okay? Make a wish. That's what 12 months ago. Make a wish. New York, make the wish. Now I let you hear from these two gentlemen that make a wish to make it happen. I'm going to introduce our brother Freeman, our CEO for the Northeast region, and Dr. Liao, who is a dentist, okay? And Dr. Richard Chang. What happened is, think of it, two dentists work on a vision project. That's the difference. Big love. They give up their professional goal to make, instead of dental mobile, they make it vision mobile because there is the need there. But I told him, after this mobile, now can start thinking of the dental mobile now. Okay? Let Dr. Freeman share.
Thank you, Steve. Steven, yeah. Good afternoon, everyone. Yeah, we are very honored to stand here to show our sincere appreciation and also want to share our experience to every one of you in this room. Because of our determination, and we make this country for next hours, we were ribbon cutting outside. And when Stephen invited us to on stage to share, I'm really thinking about what we make this come true. I conclude three things. First one, we have a very strong core team. Without Dr. Liao, Dr. Yao on here, and Dr. Yang, we have a 7-person in this core team to make the decision we wanted. Just like Stephen said, they are dentists. Why they want to support the mobile vision? Because they, in their mind, only want Tzu Chi. If the right thing, we all support, we do it. Second one, because we have a very strong support team from our headquarters, Medical Foundation. Stephen spent 3 years, every year spent 1 week in New York, train us, try to help us. We can see their support, and our Dr. K fully support us. Third one, without our action team, all our volunteers to commit, want to do it, we cannot do it successful. So today, we have a 57 volunteer professional from New York, Northeast region, come to this forum. So please stand up from the New York, Northeast region. And half of them, they are for the support team in the logistic wise. Thank you. Sit down. And spend like last 3 months, they already spent a lot of time to do the training. So let me ask our Dr. Liao is our medical strategy team leader. So I let him say some word to everyone.
首先我们感恩上人创造慈济世界哈。First of all, we have to be thankful for Master Cheng Yen to create the Tzu Chi world. If not, we will not be here today, talking about Tzu Chi, talking about Master's the 4 mission: charity, medicine, education, and humanistic culture. The reason why we get into OD or vision because first of all, there are no ODs or ophthalmologists in our TIMA team. So we decided to give up dentistry and do vision. Just kidding. We have done research in the greater New York area. New York is comprises of 5 boroughs. In one of the boroughs in Brooklyn, where we have our latest, the new Tzu Chi branch, there are many schools where 30% of the school children are under poverty level. In several of those schools, about 10% of those school children, students, they are homeless. Because if they go to school, they don't know next day where they're going to be staying. So based on that, and based on Fresno's successful model, we decided we have to do something. So we get very excited last year at the Fresno convention that we make a vow that let's do something, let's bring the success model of Fresno into greater New York area. We know that Master started Tzu Chi Foundation with 30 housewives with a bamboo bank. But there are a lot of resources, both from the local, the state, and the federal level, that there are resources that we can tap into. So based on those 2 premises and the commitment of all the New York TIMA members and the support of Medical Foundation, we decided that we're going to go ahead. So this is what we have today. We're very proud to present our 2 mobile vision van. The reason why you see there are 2 vans instead of 1, because you know New York City, if you have the big van, we cannot make corners, we cannot even get into the school. If we get in the school, we cannot get out. So we decided to cut the Fresno mobile van into 2. So you're welcome to see after the mobile vision. Again, we thank you very much, Fresno's Medical Foundation, Dr. William Ger's support, full support. If not, we would not be able to stand in here and present to you. But please, we would like to share our model to Las Vegas, to Brazil, to any of the regions. We're more than glad to come and help you out. 感恩.
Hi, my name is Richard Yan, and I'm dentist. But you say, why you dentists are choosing a vision van? Because we all think the Fresno has an ambitious plan and with a practical sense, okay? The vision van actually, it's easy to maintain, the dental van. The dental, you need to have an air compressor, you need to have a suction and a waste temp. And vision, you just need a generator. Also, dental need a generator too. So either of the equipment you break down is not going to work. So vision, you're talking about the turnover time. It's the faster is the 7 minutes you can make a pair of glasses. But you see a dental patients, your turnover time usually is 45 minutes. Okay, think about that's different. So as I say, the practical sense is important. So if you really want to have a mobile van, then get the Fresno vision van.
Okay, that's the reason we have 3 here, because Dr. Liao is our 核心医发的这个召集人。我们杨医师是我们核心的医疗干事。那我的名字 ，My name is Sou Hsin in Chinese. The pronunciation looks like doctors in Chinese. I'm fake doctor, but those 2 is the real doctor. Thank you so much.
So that's about our vision program. And think of it, and I make a joke and say, New York, I need to fly 6 hours to go New York. Las Vegas, 6 hours too. I had to drive 6 hours. So the third town makes you 6 hours. Either sail or walk, whatever. Okay? So whoever you want to be part of the Fresno, make sure you line up the 6 hour radius, okay? Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Brother Steven Voon, for your dedication to helping the underserved. Because of the Vision Mobile, children can now see clearly, and they can also see hope. We look forward to the ribbon cutting ceremony later this evening, and we wish New York the best and a safe drive home. Don't be afraid to make great vows, because your Tzu Chi family will always be there to support you. Now let's give the time to the attendee lead.
Well, you see us again, so you must be happy.